Welcome back to Pat's Chat, sponsored by our friends at OrthoVirginia. Today, we're pleased to be joined by one of our rowing stars here at Mason, Natalia Kanos. Natalia, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
For sure. So the first thing we want to do is just congratulate you on being elected student body president for George Mason. Very exciting. Snaps for that, for sure. So tell us a little bit about why you decided to run for student body president and how it felt when you heard the news that you had been elected.
Yeah, I've been involved in student government since my freshman year. As a gov major, I guess like student government is what people incline to, but I was really passionate about being an advocate for the student body and pushing through things that I wanted to see implemented at Mason. And I felt like student government was the best way to do that. And becoming president was just like a spontaneous goal, because I really thought that would be the best position to help implement all the things that I've been working on for the past 3 years, and also to bring a lot of new people involved and really make a diverse cabinet where we can advocate for the student body and really let the students' voices be heard. And yeah, when I got the news, I was really excited. It was supposed to come out on Monday. So I was like, I'm just gonna unplug for the weekend. And I was writing a paper or something, and I saw someone text me and they're like, the results might come out earlier, just so like you're aware. And I started panicking immediately. I was like, I was not prepared for this. And then I was talking to my VP, Veronica Mata, and I see the email come through, and I just like cut the phone on her and like opened the results. And I was just really excited to be elected.
Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you. So, President Biden just is wrapping up his first 100 days. So take us through your first 100 days. What are maybe 2 or 3 initiatives that you really want to set the ball in motion with as president?
Yeah, the first thing is really to form a cabinet. So applications are out right now, really trying to get as many people involved in student government. And one that I really want to get the ball rolling on and actually have is the issue of policing on campus, with making students feel safe and like not over policed. I was fortunate to have a conversation with the outgoing president, Shelby Adams, and Chief Rowan, and we're just really working on getting students in various organizations involved in this conversation as they're briefing and updating their policies when it comes to policing on campus. So that's a major one where we're ready to hit the ball rolling on.
Great. So you're an international student. Tell us about your journey from your your home country of Nigeria to becoming a student at Mason. What went into that process, and what you've kind of appreciated and enjoyed along the way.
Yeah, so I mentioned I was a gov major, so I was really looking to be as close to DC as possible. I'm a huge fan of Scandal, which is a show, and I always saw DC and I was like, yes, I need to live here. So that was like a major part of it, trying to be as close to DC as possible. And also I was seeing that Mason is a diverse campus with a lot of international students. I felt like it would be the best place for me. And yeah, I just kind of made a plan and stuck with it and came here. And while being on campus, at first I was kind of intimidated and scared because there's so much to do on Mason's campus. I was like, I didn't really grow up with all of these things. So I really wanted to get as involved as possible. So it was a shock at first trying to adjust to everything. But once I was on campus, I was able to find my groups and things that I enjoyed doing. And from there, it was really amazing.
Yeah, and what about your Nigerian heritage would you say that you're most proud of?
The people and the food. The people, Nigerians are one of the most amazing people. I feel like we're funny, we're driven, and it's just, Nigerians are amazing. And the food, that's one of the things I miss most about is the food. The food is so good. If you haven't had the chance, try Nigerian food. It's the best.
We definitely will. So moving on to rowing, take us through how you got involved with the team. People might not know that, recruiting and rowing is a little bit different than it would be in the sport like soccer or something. So tell us about how you got involved.
Yeah, so I played sports throughout high school, but I really wasn't ever looking to play D1. That wasn't really my goal. So coming to Mason and adjusting, one thing that I saw that I was really missing was like being part of a team. And I was just walking across campus and I saw the sign that they were like recruiting people. And I was like, I've never rowed before. And then I knew someone on the team. And she was like, yeah, like you can hop on. There's like a novice category where you basically learn how to row. So I emailed Elle, our coach, and she was like, yeah, come out, like join, come to practice, come and see if you like it. And it's something that I really enjoyed because it was something a lot different. It wasn't that contact sport that I was used to. It was kind of a more mental game as well. And I just loved it from there. It's really beautiful. Well, it's not beautiful when you wake up at like 5 a.m., but once you're on the water and seeing the sun come up, it's one of the amazing things. And like the team is really great. They're supportive. When on the team, there's supportive people on the team, and it's just amazing to be part of it.
Yeah, kind of expanding more on that. What do you enjoy most about just being part of that program?
I guess like what I enjoy most about is just the team itself. The people on the team really push you to do your best in rowing and outside. And they're just amazing individuals, like willing to work with you outside, willing to hang out, willing to talk. If you're ever going through anything at all, they're just there to support you, which is really amazing. And also the coaches as well. They're willing to make sure that you can still do stuff outside of being an athlete. If you want to do an internship, they're willing to work with you around that and just be supportive where they can, as well as, yeah, the people on the team are amazing. I remember when COVID started, so I'm an international student, I was kind of stranded, and really one of my teammates came and helped like move my dorm and everything like that. And I was just thinking like, if I wasn't in rowing, I don't know who would have helped me. So yeah, that was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Are there lessons from your time as a student athlete that you're now using in your, in your studies, as well as you think you'll use when you start your professional career?
Yeah, I guess one thing is set your mind to something and work to achieve that. I feel like in rowing, that's really a lot of things. You're working on technique, you're working to get faster. And it's kind of like you're going to have off days, you're going to have practices where you're not doing that well, but just kind of have that bigger picture and like push yourself to hold yourself accountable and make sure that you achieve those goals, as well as helping me like multitask and be really like agenda driven, really thinking about my schedule and like how can I spend the most time and be as effective as possible. That's something that I know from rowing that's really helping me a lot.
Great. And what are your plans for once you graduate from Mason? Like, what do you hope to do moving forward?
I'm not 100% sure, but I really want to help developing nations with helping them with public policy and implementing structures in their nation to be as effective as possible and really help their citizens have everything they need. So.
Great. So we're going to move into a rapid fire round here. Going to give you some quick questions. I want to hear what you think. So first one is, what do you listen to get ready for a race? Like, what's on your
Burna Boy. Burna Boy. Hands down, I love Burna Boy. Anything about him, he always gets me in the mood. Either Burna Boy or Stormzy. Those are the two people I listen to before a race.
Love it. Who's the funniest person on your team and why?
I want to say me, but besides me, I will give it to Sydney. Sydney does. I would give it to Sydney.
What's your favorite movie?
Me Before You. It's a sad one, but I really like it.
How about TV show?
Scandal. I mentioned I love Scandal.
What's your favorite Nigerian or West African meal?
Pounded yam and draw soup.
Oh, that sounds good. Staying with the dinner theme, if you could have dinner with 3 people, living or dead, who would you choose and why?
Kerry Washington, because of Scandal, and I just love her. Michelle Obama, because she's just really achieved a lot, and as a woman, it's someone I look up to. And third person, Zac Efron. Yes, Zac Efron. I'll go with him.
I'd choose Zac Efron too. Good choice. What's the one thing you never want to hear Coach Richards say at practice? Like, oh no, this isn't going to be good.
For him, it's really when he doesn't say anything, when he's kind of just quiet and gives you that look. So yeah, if he's just quiet and just kind of looks at you, I'm just like, yeah, never mind. We're gonna sort that out.
Great. Well, you're off the hot seat, Natalia. Thank you so much for your time. And Mesa Nation, we hope you enjoyed this interview, and check back soon for another edition of Pat's Chat sponsored by OrthoVirginia.